In 1964, Kuwait City's harbor faced a crisis. The cargo ship Al Kuwait had capsized, blocking the port. But this was no ordinary wreck. The ship was packed with thousands of sheep, now decomposing in the warm Gulf waters. The rotting cargo threatened to contaminate the city's main drinking water supply from a nearby desalination plant. Usual salvage methods failed. Cranes couldn't grip the unstable hull, and divers found only a tangled, hazardous mess. Every day, the risk to public health grew, and the city's lifeline remained blocked. Authorities were desperate. No conventional solution could tackle this gruesome, urgent dilemma. The smell became infamous, and the pressure to act was immense. Any wrong move could break the ship apart, spilling its foul contents into the water supply. What Kuwait needed wasn't brute force, but a stroke of genius. Someone who could see beyond the standard playbook. Enter a Danish inventor, ready to try something no one else dared imagine. And so, the stage was set for an unconventional rescue. Meet Carl Krøyer, a Danish inventor with a wild idea. Instead of cranes, he proposed filling the sunken ship with millions of lightweight polystyrene balls. The plan: pump the balls into the hull, displace the water, and let the ship's own buoyancy lift it. Most experts scoffed. This sounded like a child's fantasy. But Kuwait was desperate, and Krøyer was determined. He calculated it would take about 27 million foam balls, injected as a slurry that would expand and solidify inside the ship. The operation began. Hoses pumped the mixture deep into the wreck. For hours, nothing seemed to happen. Doubt crept in. Then, slowly, the Al Kuwait began to rise, lifted by a sea of tiny plastic spheres. The ship broke the surface, stable and ready to be towed away. Krøyer's bizarre idea had worked, saving Kuwait's water supply. He was hailed as a hero, and the cost was a fraction of traditional salvage. Sometimes thinking outside the box is exactly what's needed. After his triumph, Krøyer filed for patents worldwide. He succeeded in Germany and the UK, but hit a bizarre snag in the Netherlands. The Dutch Patent Office rejected his application, not for technical reasons, but because of prior art. Their evidence? A 1949 Donald Duck comic. In the story, Donald's nephews raise a sunken yacht by pumping it full of ping-pong balls, the same principle as Krøyer's invention. The examiner argued that since the idea was published and publicly available, it wasn't new. Krøyer, the real-world hero, had been outdone by a cartoon duck. Some say this tale is exaggerated, but Krøyer himself reportedly saw the comic. Whether legend or fact, it's a perfect example of how even the most unlikely sources can shape patent law. Invention, it turns out, can be stranger than fiction, and sometimes the funny pages hold more power than you'd think. So, what is prior art? In patent law, your invention must be new. Anything already publicly known counts as prior art. This includes patents papers, products, even comics or YouTube videos. If the information is out there, you can't claim it as your own. Patent examiners must search everywhere, from scientific journals to the funny pages. In Krøyer's case, the Dutch examiner found the idea in a comic, and that was enough. The medium doesn't matter, public disclosure is what counts. For inventors, this means doing your homework before filing. A missed piece of prior art can turn a brilliant idea into a legal dead end. Always check, because inspiration can come from anywhere. Carl Krøyer didn't let a cartoon defeat him. He kept inventing: pressure containers, frying pans, eco-solutions, over 300 patents to his name. He became a millionaire, a legend. The German magazine Der Spiegel once called him Denmark's smartest inventor. In a rare interview, he said, "Inventing something is thrilling. The destruction of the world draws me in like a magnet. It makes me obsessed with solving it." Krøyer passed away in 1995. But his story, with its mix of genius and cartoon justice, lives on. Before you file your next big idea, check everywhere. Yes, even your childhood comics, because a duck with ping-pong balls might already have beaten you to it. Verify your invention's novelty at idias.com. Keep your genius afloat.